I was watching certain fights tonight, and I was like, oh, they don't look as exciting as I thought they would. And he was like, no, it's not that they don't look exciting. It's a game of chess. When you're playing, it's interesting. It's a thinking man's sport. And from the outside, chess is a boring game. But everything I try to do, they're trying to shut down. And why am I going to go in there and trade, and from round one? Break him down.
How did it feel when they were booing you though?
Were they booing me or Hellenius? That's the question, right? Who were they booing?
You, the big ass.
People expected it to be an earlier knockout than what it was, but...
What? Have any of them ever boxed before?
You tell me.
So that's what I wonder, right? I was watching certain fights tonight, and I was like, oh, they don't look as...
What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Clates for coming through and boosting up the coin. So, we just heard there from Anthony, lost his headgear. Now, there's too much really to break down in one go, so let's go through the quotes because it's kind of mad still. Here we go.
Him down. I was watching certain fights tonight, and I was like, oh, they don't look as exciting as I thought they would. And he was like, no, it's not that they don't look exciting. It's a game of chess. When you're playing, it's interesting. It's a thinking man's sport. And from the outside, chess is a boring game. But everything I try to do, they're trying to...
Listen, people, let me tell you now, yeah. This narrative of chess was introduced by Floyd Mayweather. Oh, man, I play checkers. Or they play checkers, I play chess. He had to come up with all these corny sounding bars because his squabble was weak. Bottom line. Yeah, Floyd Mayweather's hand game was weak. In terms of getting at it, in terms of being exciting. The excitement level of Floyd Mayweather's fights was zero. And hence, he has to come along and reinvent the wheel. Oh no, it's not boring, it's because it's chess. Get rid of that. Yeah? Chess and boxing have nothing to do with each other. Chess, they sit there for 2 minutes working out what's going on. Yeah, tap the little machine and sit there and think. I think some plays take like an hour to move one piece. So it's not chess at all. Yeah, it's a fight. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real here. But again, when you've got no fight in you, AJ has no. We saw it, people. We've been seeing it. He has no fight left in him, and hence he might as well be playing chess. Yeah, he might as well be. I've been saying this. He might as well be a sneaky chess player, one of them sneaky ones. Yeah, because he ain't big for something, is he? Let's be real here. Yeah, what is AJ putting his big looking ass to use for? Not fighting. So again, listen, the alien gods may as well come down and re-engineer his big ass into a 5-foot Donny with 180 IQ so he can sit there and play boring ass chess. Do you understand, people? There's nothing chess about this game at all. This is live action. If anything, if you want to draw any analogy, it's kind of like that fast chess. I think in New York or something they have this one where, or you can it's rapid. It's like bam, bam, bam. Maybe that one. But even then, you're not getting punched in the face. Yeah? There's 2 men in front of you. And in chess, no amount of will. Chess isn't a game about will. You can't will your way to win a game of chess. You're either smart enough or you ain't. There's no will about it. You can't, I'm pushing through. This is the fight game, people. This is battle. It should be, in my opinion. Yeah? And in this day and age, Dana White said it and I agree. In this day and age, if you have some will to get at it, you go very far. Yeah, scrap all this chess rubbish and whatever else you have to use to convince yourself that you haven't fell off. Let's be real here. Yeah, AJ, just come out and say, listen, I fell off, people. I have fallen off and I don't have the fight in me anymore. Everyone has eyes. I'm not being imaginationary here. Yeah? You don't have to use your imagination to see he's finished and got no fight left in him. It's what it is. He was going life and death with a man on 1 week notice. And yes, he knocked him out. And yes, Tony Bellend talked about, oh, it's the most ferocious KO in the history of the game. He's a proper Bellend, isn't he? Yeah, they don't call him Tony Bellend for nothing, do they? I ain't gonna lie to you, during the commentary, I was actually giving the Bellend a lot of credit. Fair enough, man. They were being fair, saying, listen, man, he needs to be doing something now. His big ass need to be doing something big right about now. But then he gets a knockout and it's like, oh my god, it was the best thing I've ever seen. This is knockout of the year, knockout of the decade. Wow. And I reckon at that point, Eddie Hearn would have been hearing the commentary. No doubt, Eddie Hearn kind of came round Tony Bellew's top and just put a little envelope in his, you know what I mean? Came around the back of him and just slipped a little envelope into his shirt pocket, into his blazer pocket. Oh my God, it's a fascinating KO. Yeah, world-breaking KO. A Guinness Book of Record KO in Garnu. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, like I say, ultimately, I don't want to hear no more about chess in this game. Unless, listen, if to be quite frank here, if Terence Crawford want to talk about chess, that makes sense to me. Because he chessfully whooping someone's ass. I don't care how you do it. If you're whooping on someone, then call it chess if you want. But don't be in a fight with someone, in there going life and death, getting your eye touched by a dude on 1 week's notice who's no good and got no chin. And you call it a chess match. No, you weren't playing chess. You were scared to death to get hit. That's the bottom line. Because when your hands were going, when you were doing what you was made to do, yeah, when you was doing what you was big for, you actually look good. Yeah? The only time Helenius was in a fight was when you was politicking. Every time your hands went, it was almost ready to be over. But you just don't have that. You don't have the fight in you. Yeah, you don't have it. Nothing wrong with that, but you just don't. We can sit here and lie and talk about chess and talk about checkers and whatever else you want to do. You're finished. You've been finished. I've been said this for years. Nothing, not much. And the way people have changed on this one. Oh my God, he's back. Oh. Did you not see the first 6 rounds? This man had 1 week notice, people. He looked rough as well. I did a video on it. Helenius didn't he? Look at this. Look at Helenius here, yeah. He didn't look like that in the weigh-in. Yeah? He did not look. Look how fresh his face is here. He wasn't looking like that at the weigh-in. He looking tired and down and out. And AJ was going life and death with his tired and down and out looking ass. It's just a fact. He was. Yeah? It was for me, it was a 60-40 fight. Could have gone either way until the knockout came. We can, the knockout came. Yeah, but it didn't, did it? It wasn't like he was doing anything with it. This should have been a heavy bag on wheels, literally. This should have been a pop, pop, bang all night until his head comes off. Not, okay, I hit the guy with no chin. Don't forget, Helenius has been knocked out, but everyone's knocked Bumlenius out, people. Everyone. Gerald Washington, Duhaupas, Wilder. Everyone's had a go on this guy. He's 40 years old. Yeah? And you was in there treating him like he was some sort of prospect. That's what I don't understand about this guy. Especially given the pre-fight stuff. Oh man, my name AJ and Big Meech and, what did he say? Oh, if you got a problem, we're going to have to fight now. But you didn't bring the energy. Yeah? Why 24 hours before the fight are you saying we might have to fight now? And the bell goes and there weren't no fight there. Where was the fight? Where was the fight you was offering? That's what I can't understand. Someone explain to me. Where was the fight AJ's big ass was offering at the weigh-in when the bell went? 24 hours later, I didn't see it. Call me a liar. Where was it? The minute the bell went, AJ backpedaling. Like this. Taking steps back. Like, what the f... And now they've rebranded this as boxing. This ain't boxing, people. This is scared to death. Yeah, I'm all for boxing. This is scared to death. Anyway, let's get to the rest of this.
Have any of them, when you're playing, it's interesting, it's a thinking man's sport, and from the outside, chess is a boring game, but everything I try to do, they're trying to shut down. And why am I going to go in there and trade, and from round 1? Break him down.
How did it feel when they were being...
So he said, why am I going to go in there and trade from round 1? Well, unfortunately, AJ, the reason you should be going in there and trading from round 1 is because that's what you was always doing. Yeah? That's what was working for you as well, for what it's worth. Not even just trading, but, again, go back and look at Joshua versus Parker. AJ went in there just backpedaling. He has an impressive jab, doubles it up, and then puts some shots behind that sometimes. And people make out that you can't be skillful going forward. I don't understand that narrative. Oh, well, before I could just go wild in the first round. No one's asking you to go wild in the first round. I've never said that. But being a pressure, like Golovkin, for example, or Canelo, being a pressure fighter is a way of fighting. backing up against a bum. What's that? Oh, we call that, the Floyd Mayweather chess. Okay. Do you know what I mean? That's why Floyd in there is politicking versus bums. That's what they call it, chess. It's the Floyd Mayweather shtick. I'm in there with a bum, I can't knock him down, and I can't hurt him, so it's chess. Do you understand, people? That's what, you have to rebrand it, because he can't punch for toffee. For love nor, Floyd's got all the money in the world. Yeah, he's got all the fanboys in the world, and for love nor money, he cannot punch. That's why he talk about chess. Because people punching, they punch someone's head in. No one has to ask Terence Crawford, Terence, are you playing chess? Oh no, he punched someone's head in. You see that one? Yeah? If people have to ask questions, that's when they have to rebrand it. Oh, actually, chess. Oh, actually, it's not a boring fight, it's chess. Oh. Yeah? Oh, I wasn't going life and death with a dude on 1 week's notice. It was actually chess. Right, let's get serious here, man. You're finished. You've been finished.
Trade, and from round 1, break him down.
How did it feel when they were booing?
Again.
Were they booing me or Helene?
All due respect, AJ. You weren't breaking him down, though. I was the first one to say. In fact, I said this before the fight. I said this fight should look like AJ versus Brazil. Brazil and Bumlenius are very similar. They've both got this leaky kind of style, and they're essentially heavy bags. You go in there and you beat them all around the ring. You weren't doing that though. You was in there having a 60-40 fight. Facts. I think AJ won most of the rounds, but it wasn't like... There's a difference between, for example, when Terence Crawford won rounds without knockdowns against Spence. That's an example of winning a round. Okay, it's still an 80-20 fight, a 90-10 fight. You weren't winning no rounds like that. There was all, okay, AJ nicked that round, he nicked that round, a combination here, he nicked that round. You can't, in my opinion, yeah, that's why you got your head boxed off by Usyk, because if you're going 60-40 with Bumlenius on 1 week notice, people, how do you expect to do anything against Usyk? Your eye was getting touched up against a dude so slow and so stiff and so out of shape on 1 week's notice. You wouldn't believe it. From all the people who rate this guy, yeah, still, and pretend he ain't fallen off, all the way off as well. Tell me, what part of what you saw is going to do anything with Usyk? Nothing. Or even with Wilder, what? He was going life and death boxing Bumlenius. There's little chance he's even going to be able to outbox Wilder, in my opinion. Because Wilder's a better boxer than Bumlenius. Even at boxing, Wilder's better.
You're playing is break him down.
How did it feel when they were booing you though?
Were they booing me or Helenius? That's the question, right?
What's he laughing for? Like, bro, all jokes aside, yeah, like, it was you that was booing. Bumlenius had 1 week notice, and I mentioned the other day, this is the problem with arse lickeritis, yeah? AJ's sitting there giggling, oh, what? Oh, yeah, but the question is not whether my big arse, my big headliner pay-per-view arse, is supposed to be doing something that the fans are booing. The question is whether it was me or Helenius. Why would they boo Helenius for? No one knows Helenius. It's not Helenius' hometown. He ain't expected to do nothing. Your big arse was the one expected to go in there. And in fact, same as Devin Haney for me. Yeah, Devin Haney was giving it all the rah-rah with Lomachenko. I was backing Devin Haney. I said Devin Haney fixing smoke on that little old arse. Truth be known. Yeah, he gave all the rah-rah and then got beat. Went life and death. Either way you look at it, he either got beat or he went life and death. Yeah? You know what I mean? Oh, but you got to look at who he was. No. You was the man with all the energy. You're the younger guy. Both, and this is applicable to AJ as well. Helenius is 40 years old, people. And you're wondering who they was booing. You. You know what I mean? Like, all them arse lickers on AJ, it wasn't you, King. It wasn't booing the headline act for going in there and having a 60-40 boxing fight with a dude on 1 week notice. They was booing the replacement. They're all booing the replacement they've never heard of before. Said no one ever. Yeah, the expectation is on your shoulders. You're the one digging pockets out for this event. Do you understand? But Millennials is any man. And I'm glad the fans booed as well, because rightfully so. Boo they should. It was a booful performance. Yeah? If I'd have watched it, if I'd have watched it live, I'd have booed it too. You see that once? 100%.
Who were they booing?
Well, I think people expected it to be an earlier knockout than what it was, but...
What? Have any of them ever boxed before?
Oh no. Oh
So
no,
I
AJ.
wonder, right?
Oh no. This old chestnut again. Oh, but you haven't boxed before. Equally, listen, with all due respect, AJ, I've never been paid $20 million to jump in the ring for 40 minutes either. You see my beef there? That's the beef people have got. When you ask people to pay 10 grand for a ticket or 1 grand, X amount of money for a ticket, they expect a certain value. They expect to get something for it. Yeah? No, I can't blame AJ because the cuck's buying them tickets, man. I ain't buying no ticket of this guy. He's finished. 100% finished. No doubt about that. You know what I'm saying? It's a fair play to them for buying it. But in a way, I agree with AJ. What are you booing for? Yeah? If you used the eyes in your head, you would have known this guy's finished. And hence, why are we going for? To see a big, buff, useless dude be finished some more. What's the point in that? There ain't no point. You know what? I see both sides now. Yes, AJ must bear some responsibility, but equally the people booing, man. You know what I mean? It's a bit like buying some chilies, putting them in your mouth and saying, oh, they're hot. Boo. Oh, no. Yeah? You bought an AJ ticket. You bought a ticket to MrIamfinished.com. And you got what you paid for. So, people need to take responsibility. Don't boo when you knew come on. I've told you. You was going to see a big, friendly boogaloo bear. And that's what you got, unfortunately for you. People don't listen, though. People are hard of hearing these days. They want to believe, no, he's not finished. He's finished. Yeah? Oh, you haven't boxed before. What? What has not boxing before got to do with the eyes I see in my head? AJ, I've seen you when you weren't finished. With my own eyes, have a go. Yeah? Nothing to do with whether I boxed before or not. You have changed. That's what I'm getting. That's what everyone's getting at here. Everyone seems to know that, but you seem to think it's, oh no, but I'm getting better. You're aging. I'm maturing. No, you're not though. You're not maturing. Yeah? You're devolving into a flapper. And unfortunately, I said for years AJ would maul Wilder. But this will be AJ's ultimate undoing, in my opinion. Yeah, AJ's going to get in the ring with Wilder, and he ain't going to take my advice, and he's going to go in there, and his head's going to come clean off. He's going to go in there, politicking. Like, people, he can't outbox Usyk. Yeah? Usyk can't punch, and Usyk hit him with a backhand all night. AJ's going to go in there, not press Wilder, and that is Wilder's favourite meal. Yeah? A big, stiff dude who can't move his head like Fury, who can't move his feet like Fury. And, I mean, Franklin was hitting AJ with the right hand. Hellenius was hitting AJ with a jab, and Hellenius is no good though, but even so, it's inevitable. AJ's chance to beat Wilder was what Fury did. Go in there and press the guy. Put him under pressure, don't give him time to think, don't give him space to set his big party trick up. And now you're sitting here trying to resell it. Oh yeah, but I've matured now. Genuinely, AJ fans out there, you tell me what you saw in that fight, or in any fight of the last 3 or 4 years, that tells you he can make it work with Wilder. I don't see it anyway. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and leg off the butt 100%, no doubt.